All right, good afternoon from Rochester, Minnesota. It's state number 30 of the summer, and I am here at RideAbility. Are we in Rochester proper?
No, we're northwest of Rochester.
We're northwest of Rochester, and I'm here with the Michelizzi clan.
Yeah.
So if you guys would like to introduce yourselves, thanks for joining us today.
Well, I'm Jim Michelizzi.
Okay.
And I'm Jeanie Michelizzi.
Okay.
So,
and you are the, of course, the
Executive Director at
Executive
RideAbility
Director.
here.
Perfect, perfect. What is RideAbility?
A therapeutic horseback riding center, and that doesn't mean therapy for horses. That means therapy for people, but we use horses. So it's now called Equine Assisted Activity Center.
Okay.
So that means that we use the horses with many different activities, and we provide therapy for clients in our area in southeast Minnesota. And horses are just magic for physical and emotional therapy.
Great. And during the summer, we work with youths, and then in the spring and the fall, it's more of an adult program. Is that right?
Yes, in the spring and the fall, we've added that to fill the need in the community. A lot of group homes wanted some activities for physical activity for their clients. But in the summer, it's the bulk of our program. Summer session 1, summer session 2, we have families come out, get them all as involved as possible, and really focus on the clients who are from the age of 4 years old through 21 years old.
Okay, great. How many clients are we talking?
We serve over 100 clients a year. Just the regular part of our class, just the regular part of RideAbility, I say that, it's the registered group lessons. We have them in the evenings, 30 per week. And then because of the way we're set up, we do 5 weeks and then we get a new client set. So in the summer we have at least 60 in this regular session. And then we have some add-on sessions, some private lessons, some other events. We usually get up to 70 or 75 youth in the summer.
Okay.
And then we have the spring and the fall with the adults that we add into that.
How many horses are we
This year we have 15 horses on site, but we've had a couple who are sick, so we've really been only using 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who do we see behind us here?
Well, this is Didi and Marit. Very Norwegian. Deirdre and Marit.
Norwegian fjords.
Norwegian fjord ponies. They're like draft horses shrunk down. It's a mother-daughter team who pulls our Amish-made, custom-built wagon.
Yeah.
And we got to take a ride with these guys a little while ago.
Yeah.
So talk about the different type of activities that take place here. I mean,
Well, today we did some of the simplest, funnest things that I like to set up when a group comes out. So we rode in our sensory trail. Sensory trail is just an awesome addition to therapy. It's like it's a small area where we have as many fun things to ride through as we can. We have a tree with bells, Swiss bells on it. We have a large bridge, small bridge, colored barrels, big hill. My husband said to me once, "I don't understand your sensory trail." And then he said, "I get it. There's golfing and mini golf. There's trail riding and there's your sensory trail. Okay, I can relate now." So it's just filled with lots and lots of fun things. It's developed for the purpose of sensory stimulation. So we did that today. We did a timed barrel race. We went out on the wagon and we painted on a horse. Those are 4 of the things that I bring out right away when we have a group come out. Just many different ways to use those.
now, people watching this may never have heard of the concept of painting on a horse. First of all, it was a lot of fun. The horses enjoy it as well? It's therapeutic for them? Or?
Most horses. The horse we had today really wanted someone to pet her.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had that under control.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was nice. Participation, how does someone get involved? What is the cost to a family to participate?
Oh, so RideAbility, every time someone asks me that question, right away I say 2 things. Our class fee structure is written out on our website and in the barn. And number 2, our class fees are the last thing I think about. They shouldn't be, because it provides 20% of our budget. But I'm much more concerned about the training, the preparation, all the paperwork, the required forms. That's what I worry about when we bring the clients in. So the real answer is, we kind of have our class fee structure is $100 covers you for 5 lessons, the 5 registered group lessons. That's $20 an hour for a group lesson. Private lessons are $30 an hour. And any of our fees can be cut in half by just writing on your check partial scholarship. You don't have to apply for it or ask for it. It's always there for anyone who feels a burden financially. If you can't pay it all this year because it's too much of a burden, we don't want people coming here financially burdened by RideAbility. That's not our mission at all. So if they have a problem paying and they just need to tell me, we have anonymous donors, volunteers, and at least 2 scholarships from our savings account every year that are given out to
Wow.
cover those.
Okay. I'd love to hear more about the role of volunteers. So today I got to do some sidewalking,
Yeah.
which was fun. So talk about where volunteers might start when they come in and how volunteers can get involved in different aspects of the program.
Okay. Our whole program is volunteer. We don't have any employees.
Okay.
So I'm a volunteer, so wow, you can do anything. You bring a talent to our program, we're probably going to be able to use it. But normally what happens is people come to one of our volunteer training sessions. We have 4 per year. We have one training night before each session. So they come there and they learn how to sidewalk, and they learn a little bit about our program. And sidewalking is really the funnest, is that a word? The funnest
Close enough.
thing that we do at RideAbility, because there you are, next to the horse, seeing just the magic of what happens when a horse shares himself with one of these children. And then you're working with the child, and you're an extension of the instructor. So a sidewalker who is confident, assertive, and finds a love in their heart for the child that they're working with is everything to our program. It makes our program effective, useful, and in just spreading the joy and the love that we want to spread. So when the sidewalker comes in and they learn to engage that way, they can teach the child what the instructor's trying to teach them. The child is hands-on, following those directions, helping the child to accomplish what we want them to accomplish for the lesson that day.
Great, and I'm sure you could use volunteer help in other aspects of it as well. We talked about the sensory trail, and we walked through it before, and there's a lot of maintenance that takes place out there as well.
Yes, this is one of our many facility needs. So we do have a facility team. We have teams for everything. The facility team does all kinds of upgrades and fixes things, and the sensory trail is an ongoing need. So at least twice a year we should be out there raking, cleaning, showing off the beautiful things that are out there, making sure you can see the brick edging and the different paths that are out there, filling up the sand and the P-rock and the wood chips to make sure everything's good, resetting the bells on the bell tree, painting the bridges, repairing anything that's broken. So yeah, and we like to add a new item to the sensory trail every year.
Everything out there is from volunteers, different groups, all kinds of different, and individuals and groups that come out, and everything from the bridges to the putting down the rocks, which were kind of covered up a little today, but there's edging all around all the tracks, paths, and everything.
And Jeanie mentioned that the bridges were built and sort of trucked in here
Yep.
Yeah.
by volunteers.
Yep.
That was an Eagle Scout project for Boy Scouts.
And so we'll have
We're
pictures.
achieved that.
If you check out the RideAbility Facebook page, we'll have tons of photos up from all the experiences today, which is awesome. So you get a chance to see the bridges and all the rest of the sensory trail and everything. So that'll be a lot of
And
fun.
even our riding arena out here was completely built by volunteers, twice. This is our second arena. This was done as a 4-H project.
Yeah.
First arena, the neighbors came over and put up because they wanted RideAbility to move here. And then the second arena was put up just 4 years ago by a 4-H project.
What's the most rewarding part of your job? I know.
Being able to know that I'm helping the parents who raise these children. That's the most rewarding part of the job for me. If I talk to the parents and find out that their life is better, that they're seeing hope in their child that they didn't know they were going to see, or if their homes are happier because their child is happier.
I just love too the kids. There's a lot of work around in running a thing like this, and maintenance and keeping things going. And I see some of the kids that little children that can hardly walk with crutches or in a wheelchair, and that motivates me a lot to just keep going at this. And I think that's what I think it's a mix, of horses and the children especially. So there's something about being around horses we all love. And that's why the clients come here. That's what they love, it's the horses. So it's both the horses and the people together. It just makes it awesome. Definitely.
Wow. Great. Where can people learn more about RideAbility?
Our website has a lot of information,
Okay.
rideability.org. This is our 19th summer that we've been here, so there's a lot of information and history on the website. There's forms out there, there's places to donate, there's more and more going on, adding to the website about the horses that we have and their
Oh,
personalities.
We
and
do have a Facebook.
And we have a
Facebook page?
Facebook
Yeah.
page. Yeah, you can click right from the
RideAbility.
website to get there, and our Facebook page is RideAbility.
Great. And again, we'll have all the photos. We had a really fun afternoon today. You know, at least I did, getting to, you know, just experience all these different aspects and everything that can be done here, which was great. One more question. You guys are from Minnesota. Tell the world, this is your opportunity now, what's so great about living in Minnesota?
Oh, well, in Minnesota, there's a huge variety to your life.
Sometimes it's not winter.
Okay?
Today it's not winter.
Sometimes it's not winter.
Minnesota, seriously, there's beautiful farmland all in southern Minnesota, and you just see this huge change. We're on the, what's that called, the divide, continental divide. Minnesota's on the continental divide, and the land in Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes, it's just beautiful countryside everywhere you go. The rivers, there's river valleys, just beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful land in Minnesota.
Farmland, you got up north it's more like Canada, and down south it's more like Iowa.
We have a great mix of people.
Big
The
mix,
population is just a nice,
Yeah.
wonderful variety of people in Minnesota.
Duluth is on Lake Superior, the biggest lake in the world.
Yeah.
That's where Jim's from.
Wonderful. Well, wonderful people in Minnesota. I am glad to have had the opportunity to spend this afternoon with some of those wonderful people. It was really a pleasure to meet you guys. And thank you so much for having me. This was a terrific, unique experience along my trip, and it was therapeutic for me too to get out and
Good.
spend some time with the kids and really just see the happiness that they were experiencing today. It was wonderful. So
It was wonderful to have you here as an inspiration. You're very inspiring. That keep on going.
Glad to be here. And we got to
Follow
quiet
your
out on the
dreams. Follow your dreams.
There you go.
That's right.
They love the car, and we're going to go get Jeanie to ride on the car here in just a minute. So thank you guys so much. This
Thank
has really
you,
been
Chris.
wonderful. It's great to meet you. And there you go, Minnesota. Now we're off to Wisconsin.